want to know at this point is who's getting hospitalized and who's dying. Who are those people? How old are they? Do they have comorbidities? Are they taking drugs that are immune suppressive? Have they gotten vaccines? If so, which vaccine? When did they get their vaccines? That's what you need to know. And especially for children who have been vaccinated now, can be vaccinated down to 6 months of age. Are there differences? Because when you make a recommendation for children, for example, the 12 to 15-year-old or the 5 to 11-year-old or now the less than 5-year-old, you have a difference in dosing, say, between the 11-year-old child and the 12-year-old child, even though there's not a tremendous biological difference between those two children, as well as the sort of 4-year-old versus 5-year-old or 6-year-old. So do they need boosters? For how long is that, or is immunity, again, against severe disease going to last? It's a little harder in children because as a general rule, children don't get severe disease. I mean, said another way, they are 1,000-fold less likely to suffer a severe disease than, say, someone who's over 65. But I think that's what you need to know, because right now we don't know. So what ends up happening is the fallback position is, all right, we don't know, let's just boost everybody. And worse, I think we're heading into a time where people may go, well, let's just make this a yearly vaccine. When this is an influenza, I'm not sure, I don't think we, at least as it stands, need a yearly vaccine, or at least not everybody needs a yearly vaccine. So if we're going to do that, define who needs it. You would think in a better world, I'm not sure we live in that world, but you would think in a better world that we really learned a lesson here. For at the very least, think of all the money that was spent making a BA1 vaccine, and by the time you were considering it, BA1 was gone. All the money that was spent making a BA4, BA5 vaccine, and now that represents probably less than 25% of what's circulating, and the rest of what's circulating is not going to be as susceptible to that vaccine. Can we just say that we've learned this lesson and stop doing this and just pay attention to a variant or variants that arise that are really resistant to protection against severe disease and focus our effort on that, because this chasing variants is a losing game.